Looks like I've got some free time today. Okay, who have we got? Remy. He's the little blue one. I don't think we've ever met him, have we? No, Remy's the white dragon. My bad. Lorem's the blue one. Then we got Bryce. And then Katsuharu, who's the ice cream dude. I'm gonna go with Bryce. See if we have another drinking competition or not. Yo, what's going on, my dude? Good to see ya. Thanks for the invitation. Your face. What do you mean your face? Thanks for the invite. No need to be so formal. Yeah, we're like drinking buddies now. Sure, I'm the chief, but here, I'm just Bryce. Alright, fine. Something seems different. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, we're sober. I thought we weren't going to mention that. Right. Don't mind the chaos. This is just a temporary arrangement. He led me inside and motioned to the couch. When I took a seat and looked around, I realised that his apartment was obviously designed with only a single person in mind. Yeah, some days all you can do is be glad they're over. Long day at work, was it? You know how it is at the police department, especially with everything going on. Is this a bad time? How many dead people have you found so far? Oh my god! Is this a bad time? Heck no. I could use some good company right now. Wow, this guy's totally open. So what do you usually do for fun in your world? Read. Meet with friends, spend it outside, work out. Yeah, meet with friends. Right with ya. How about you? Different things, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you know how it is. That's not very specific. Alright, I'll show you something, but promise me you won't laugh. Just show me, we're both adults here. I sure hope so. He went to a shelf on the far side of the room and picked up a long object, carrying it in his maw as he returned to the table before me and gently set it down. It was a wooden model ship. From first appearances, I guessed it was the child's first attempt at assembling a model. While the shape was recognisable, there were odd pieces jutting out or not fitting together properly. In some places, globs of dry glue remained from excessive use. Okay, looks nice. You don't need to lie to me. I know very well what it looks like, but that's not the point. Even though I try, I don't always make the best decisions. I know I'm not the most patient person, but in my line of work, you never know what they're going to throw at you next, so you always have to be prepared. You can't have any exploitable weaknesses. And of course, I want to be fit for duty. As the chief, people look up to me, so I have to be at my best at all times. We can both tell the model's not very good. I don't really have the patience or the dexterity for it, but I tried my hand at this to get better. Sure, it took me way longer than it should have, but my claws were covered in glue for a week afterwards. But you know, these models aren't even intended for us. They're made for runners like Sebastian, who have the proper hands to do that stuff. I know the ship isn't much, but it's something. And maybe if I keep trying, I'll get better. Wait a minute, you have ships? Not in this town, but yeah, we have ships, alright. Why does that surprise you? I find it interesting because where I come from, we also have vehicles for land and air travel. Well, some of us can fly, and some of us can run well, but none of us can swim beyond the seas. Do you even have different continents? Not that I know of. You'd probably have to ask someone who knows more about the world than I do. How can you not know something like that? Well, we do get the occasional explorer who ventures out to uncharted seas, but I don't really keep track of that kind of thing. Would you want to visit if they ever found one? Can't say that I don't find the thought exciting, but in the end, I've got my people here, and they need their chief. Maybe you could take a vacation and see what's out there. Yeah, if I ever get time for that, maybe. Can you swim? Not particularly well. You may have noticed that I'm not exactly streamlined. Don't worry, float some water. Wow, you're the pinnacle of masculinity. Not quite. You're the pinnacle of masculinity. Glad you think so. Oh, he's winking. Oh my god. These muscles are the result of years of hard work. Oh no. Alright, put your hand on my forearm. What is this? Don't you technically have 4 legs? I guess, but it's easier to say forearm than specifying the upper part of my foreleg. Besides, using the word leg might get misinterpreted. That might make you think of my thigh, and that would be something else entirely. I won't think of touching you there, haha, right. Not that I mind grabbing your thigh. Are we gonna go down this path? Oh, fuck it. Is that so? Let's just keep it on the arm for now. Okay, I placed my hand on the upper part of his foreleg, somewhat surprised at the warmth radiating from his scales. I hope you're ready. Here I go. His forearm shifted, the shape of his muscles changing as they became more defined. In a moment they were firm and bulging. What the fuck? His scales flaring under the stress and looking as though they might pop off at any moment. It reminded me of a flexing bodybuilder in the skin-tight lycra suit. What is this game turning into? After a few seconds, his muscles relaxed and regained their former shape. See, that's what I'm talking about. Why are you flexing at me? Okay. Shall I flex back? No. I don't know. Didn't expect that, huh? It's too bad that all those muscles couldn't help you when Reiser got away and you got stuck on those stairs. That's cold. Hey, it wasn't my fault. It's the damn stairs' fault. Speaking of which, this whole case has been completely insane. We're always a step behind Reiser and Maverick running around trying to catch him himself. I wonder what he's been up to. What, Maverick? Yeah. We had an interesting conversation not too long ago. Oh yeah? When exactly was that? When I went into town to check the list of places Reiser had been to. How come you didn't say anything about that before? I don't think it was anything worth mentioning. It was a pretty one-sided conversation anyway. Alright, maybe you should start from the beginning. Yeah, this guy, he kinda had a go at me. And he kinda threatened it. I don't want to say he's crazy, but I've got no idea what he's talking about. Me neither. You know, next time, you should let the police decide whether something like that is worth mentioning or not. Why did you not tell us about it again? I thought it was just Maverick being Maverick. He's not normally like that. I don't get it. Why has he been acting like that? Do you think he's onto something? I don't know, but there must be a reason behind his behaviour. Maybe he's right about Reiser. You think so? Considering everything that's happened so far, it is possible. That'll put you in a very bad position. I know, but if it was him, I can't change what he's done. I can only try to help you as much as possible. I'm just thinking out loud, but Reiser was the first of your kind to come here. He arranged the generator and PDA trained, and then you came through the portal to deliver your part of the deal. Did your people have any goals or any long-term plans for us, or was this exchange going to be a one-off kind of thing? It was supposed to be a scouting mission more than anything, a test to see if this kind of business relationship could work out, and if it did, it would make humanity very happy. Things aren't looking good on that front now. But yeah, there's another reason why I'm helping. However this thing turns out, no matter what happens, I've got your back. Watch your own back first. Alright. Likewise. That's the spirit. Hey, I'm gonna grab a beer. Do you want one? Yeah. Beer buddies. Alright. Bryce got up and left through one of the doors to fetch his beer, leaving me alone in the room. What's the magazine? Bold letters proclaimed the magazine's title was Universal Fitness. Oh, he's a buff kind of dragon, isn't he? Its models on the cover catching my eye with their confident and athletic poses. Headlines like Stronger, Thicker Tails and Amazing Tips for Burning Passion gave me an indication of the topics. Curiosity got the best of me and I found myself staring at the first double page, which profiled the athlete of the month. It was accompanied by a range of pictures showing me off the athlete's body from different angles in a number of poses. Yeah, research material, achievement unlocked, okay. I heard the door creak open. I quickly put the magazine back on the table before Bryce lumbered back into sight. He had the handle of a beard-filled basket clamped in his maw. He carefully set the basket on the coffee table and took out the beers one by one. Once he was done, he swatted the empty basket into the corner. Help yourself. Alright, cheers. Bryce's store-bought beer looked very different from what I had seen in the bar. They were presented in large plastic bowls that were sealed at the top, reminded me of yogurt containers. He broke the seal on one of the containers with the claw and proceeded to drink it noisily. Sweet, sweet nectar always does the job. Oh my god. You know, you can keep looking at the magazine if you want. Not surprised you'd be curious. Hey, I'm not the one who bought it. You didn't mind looking when you had the opportunity. Nothing to be ashamed of. Let me guess, you only buy it for the articles. Believe it or not, but their fitness tips are actually pretty good. The pictures are just a bonus. Oh, can I ask you something? Go for it. Please don't take it the wrong way, but I watched how you carried the beer. I was going to ask you how you do daily tasks like shopping, for example, but I guess those baskets are your best friends. That's just how we do things around here. Not sure why that's so special to you. That makes me wonder. I know you can use your forelegs well enough for things, but what about your hind legs? Can you walk on those? Good question. If you're just talking about my species, some of us can, at least a little. But me, I probably wouldn't be able to make more than 2 steps. Alright. Maybe that's something I should practice as well. It'd be a good exercise in discipline. Regardless, I wouldn't be part of any competition anytime soon. Competitions? Yeah, each species gets their own athletic competition, with a few events every other year. Sounds fun. You gonna join in? Not really my thing. I mean, it's always just about who's the best and the strongest and who has the biggest muscles and all that. I'm not into that whole competitive lifestyle. And some of those events can be a bit dangerous. One accident and it could be over for me as chief. Sounds rough. What kind of competitions do you have? They usually highlight the individual species' strengths and abilities. We get to do strength-based stuff, the flyers get to fly, the runners get to run, and so on. Speaking of which, it's kind of funny just how upright you are when you move. The runners lean forward and use their big tails for balance, whereas you have yours tucked into whatever that is you're wearing. We don't have tails, mate. Are you shitting me? No. Seriously, everything alive has a tail, how can you not have one? Well, we do have the coccyx, which is kind of like a tailbone. It's just the way we are. Tails are wonderful, look at mine. That's a pretty wicked weapon right there. And you got nothing? Can't help it. You know what? I don't believe you. What? I'm not sure how I can make this any more clear. Show me. Fuck it. Alright. Boom. Get a load of this. I can't believe it. You really don't have a tail. I just flashed my arse to a fucking dragon. Alright, told you so. Why do you cover it all up anyway? Modesty. It's a human thing. We don't usually show our bodies to strangers. So friends are fine. That would be an unusual friendship. Let's just say that displaying that area would usually imply more. Is that right? He's winking again. Okay, we've got the tails covered, but what about wings? I don't think we can call those little things on my back wings. What are they then? Articulated pieces of armour, I guess. Can you flap them? I can try. Bryce got up on all fours, grounding his body in preparation for what was to come. Oh my god. His face contorted into a grimace as his upper body strained. He held the pose for a few seconds, and nothing happened except for his continuous groan of effort. Then suddenly his wings started to move, slowly at first, then swayed up and down, gradually picking up speed. They gradually picked up speed and moved with a rhythm that could rightfully be called flapping. It reminded me of the pigeons I often saw back home. After holding it for a few seconds, he breathed a sigh of relief as he relaxed the flapping motion and it stopped again. A single bead of sweat, the dragon's sweat. Okay, it rolled down the side of his face and he looked at me panting. You didn't even take off. Can you do it again? I wasn't looking. Wow. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, that certainly was a first. Too bad they don't have any flapping competitions for my species. That was exhausting though. Time for another beer. Do nothing. Keep drinking. I sat back and watched as Bryce took the last beer, opened it, and took his first sip with a slurp. So I've been wondering, what does it take for someone to become humanity's ambassador? I'm still not quite sure how I ended up here, but I guess in my case it was a combination of the right degrees, volunteering, and a great deal of luck. What kind of job did you have before? Were you like a politician or a diplomat or what? Actually, I was none of those things. Reiser maybe, but not me. I guess it's not like you really needed ambassadors to represent humanity before, right? That makes the whole process a first, unless you had aliens show up at your place before. It's funny you say that, because for a while there was actually speculation that you were aliens. Well, it's not like we fly around in spaceships or nothing like that. Strictly speaking, the word alien refers to any form of life that doesn't originate from our own planet. So that makes us aliens to each other, doesn't it? Well, I'm not sure that would be a good descriptor of your kind. Why is that? Let's just say that where I come from, the word often carries negative connotations. That's no good. What does that make us? Visitors? Maybe we have to make up a new word for a sentient, civilized dragon. What do you think about the humans anyway? Well, he's only met 2 and one's a killer. Okay, I know many others have their own ideas of what humans are, or what they're supposed to be, but I'm not buying into all of that. So I'll take it as it is. And how is it? Well, you've been interesting enough so far, and Reiser, I'm reserving judgment on that one. It's so funny to see talking about humans all the time, and what your presence could mean, while I'm the one of the few who actually gets to meet and know what you're like. And people still don't know about Reiser. That will certainly be interesting. What do you think will happen once the truth about him gets out? I'll start worrying about that once we know what the truth actually is. That's a fair point. You work at the police long enough, you learn not to have any preconceived notions about such things. Take things as they are and do what's necessary. I imagine you've seen many things. I certainly have. They're usually not the kind of thing I should tell people about though. Why is that? Not sure how it's done where you're from, but here people don't really like me telling about the horrible things I get to see at work. Fair enough. Man, look at the time. We spent all afternoon talking. I guess I should be heading back. Yeah, it's getting pretty late, and I've still got to prepare for some stuff. Can you find your way out? Alright, I'll see myself out. Bye.